Hi everyone, real estate case study. I work at the real estate marketing agency company called Home Buyers. Today I will give you an example of the case study in this industry. Okay, the pandemic has made a substantial impact on real estate industry. The major effect being the decline in both housing price and transaction volume. This is a short video will further elaborate the agreement.
The commercial real estate market faces its biggest transformative moment in recent memory. In the near term, it's tough to value properties amid a pandemic driven upheaval. Delinquencies among hotels and retailers have ticked up. Real estate values have begun to drop, in some areas the most since the last recession. There are pockets of resilience and even price gains, particularly among certain industrial properties, with investors rushing to embrace the physical infrastructure of a more online economy. But in the longer run, there's concern about bigger losses ahead. And uncertainty has effectively paralyzed the market. It's hard for investors to know whether they're getting a bargain or catching a falling knife. Buyers are demanding steep discounts and property owners are reluctant to sell. Transaction volumes generally fell 68% in the second quarter, with the sharpest declines coming in retail and hospitality. Meanwhile, global investment volume sunk to its lowest level since 2010. There's a lot of money still out there waiting to pounce. How it gets deployed will determine the fate of trillions of dollars worth of property.
So for the change in customer behavior, before when people want to buy a house, they would drive in and search in the location they're interested or directly contact salesperson. Today, 90% of the house buyers search on the website and read review rather than drive and search. And over 73% of the customer will watch the video review first before visiting the sales gallery. Looking from the developer side, before the pandemic, the sale vertical housing such as high-rise condominium was much higher than the horizontal house, as they are more affordable for the middle class and more profitable to the seller. However, after the pandemic, after the developer effort to slash down the price of both vertical and horizontal housing to boost the demand, the condominium has seen a steep decline as the middle no longer want to spend large amount of money. On the other hand, developer has seen an increased sale on horizontal housing as the upper class who want still afford expensive item see opportunity to buy the house at this time where the price is significantly lower. For the marketing strategy, the developer have ditched from the traditional channels such as magazine, TV advertisement, and billboard, and shift to online and video marketing, which enable them to target potential customer more precisely and lead to higher return on investment. There are top 3 Thai real estate firms who have implemented the method I mentioned: Sanctuary, Land and House, and Supalai. Okay, let's see this video to explore deeper into the real estate market.
The COVID-19 pandemic has hurt Thailand's real estate market badly. Developers of private property have slashed prices by up to half to try to move units. The rental market isn't faring any better. In the first quarter, at least 60,000 units were empty in Bangkok alone. Mei Wong has this report.
What would usually have been an easy time of the year to rent out apartments, especially to foreigners, has now become a challenge. Many developers had also relied heavily on Chinese buyers who make up a significant clientele. But with Thailand banning international flights due to COVID-19, property consultants say investors from China are almost non-existent. Developers are now sweetening their deals to entice Thai buyers who may have some extra cash in hand. Developers have regularly offered discounts to attract buyers, but property consultants say it's rare to see more than 70% of them slashing their prices all at one time. Now, even then, consumers are becoming more demanding, expecting more freebies to be thrown in, as they're less willing to part with their money these days. Now, even though interest has waned for the condominium market, real estate experts notice that the focus seemed to have shifted to the landed property segment instead.
I think people realize when you're in a a condominium block, you're very close to one another, and on a landed house, you're not. You get more space. But I don't think it's just that. This is really a relatively neglected sector in Thailand, in Bangkok, in the last few years, because when you're selling land and when developers want to drive profit, they've often chosen to go down the condominium route because you can build more on that land and create more profit. But in this situation where there's an oversupply in that sector, that the focus is switching more to landed house.
Okay,